we have this vision of what we think healthy is, and it's this weight on the scale, and it's the way you look in these clothes, and your legs are ripped and your abs are ripped, and you have this version of healthy. And so then you think about, oh my goodness, to get to that, I have to give up this. Whether we want to admit it or not, it requires sacrifice, and anybody who says that it doesn't is not being honest. It requires sacrifice. It requires sacrificing you, giving yourself time for you, giving yourself time away from your family so that you can meal prep, so that you can work out, so that you can walk, so that you can go to bed early, whatever it is, it requires sacrifice. Where I was last year when I joined up, I was just in a dark place. There was a lot of personal things going on that lead to that. My health had become very compromised. I was watching myself tailspin. My weight was increasing. My mental health was really bad. It was getting worse. It was bad. But I knew enough to know that I had to do something, but I didn't know what to do. I don't recall exactly what message you sent the day that we connected last year, but I was like, sure, why not, Josh? What's one more time? Let's talk about this one more time. To be quite frank, when I realized that I had committed myself to you in this phone call, there was a part of me that was like guilty, because I'm like, I'm wasting this man's time again. But then there was a part of me that was like, my God, this is like the fourth or fifth time over the course of years, and he just keeps asking me. He just keeps waiting for me. And there was a sense of like caring there. Like, you don't know me, all you know is what I've sent to you or talked to you about on Facebook. Like, that's not knowing somebody. So I knew going into this call, there was something there with TEC. There was something there with you, with what you were offering to us. And so by the time we got on the call, I was prepared to commit, as scared as I was. It was very difficult, because I had to decide that, and this is what I feel like where we're really trying to drive home with this is that I was not ready. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to track my food. I didn't want to meal prep. I didn't want to do all the things that I needed to do. I didn't want to stop drinking 4, 5, 6 nights a week. I didn't want to stop, fill in the blank, whatever it is that I don't want to stop is, but I had to. I think sometimes when we are in such a place, and maybe somebody's place isn't dark like mine was, we are waiting to feel ready. Ready is go, do it, act. I didn't know what it was going to be, and I didn't know who I was going to be, and I didn't know how bad it was going to be, but I knew that there was no good waiting on the other side of this. I had to change. I had to do something. I was gaining weight. I was unhealthy mentally. I was grieving. I was drinking. I was not exercising. I could have sat around and be like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. How many times prior did I tell you it's the money, it's the money, it's the money? That was my excuse. I don't believe that I was ever actually truly honest with you that I can recall. It was always based around the money. This program is worth every dollar that you're paying. If you want a cheap program, go find one. It was always that, because it was the easiest excuse. And that wasn't the real one. The real one was that I didn't want to give up what I was doing day in and day out. I wasn't ready. So many things that I failed at. This was just another failure to me. At what cost? So for me, it was, I wanted all of this, but giving up the life that I was living, it's just me and my husband. I don't have children. I live a very active lifestyle. My lifestyle, I was like, well, holy cow, if I'm going to do this and be healthy, there's no way this lifestyle aligns. So which one do I want more? And I wasn't willing to give up all of those things to get this, when in reality, I haven't. I still get on my bike, and I still go on the boat, and I still eat Mexican, and I still drink the tequila, and I still do all the things that I did before, but I do them differently. They have a different value. We have this picture of healthy, and I'm learning it's so different. Healthy is going to bed on time. Healthy is learning how to work through stress. Healthy is eating more vegetables instead of more peanut butter Reese's cups or, whatever, but still have the damn Reese's peanut butter cup too. When we start learning all the greatness that's over here on the other side that we didn't know that was there, those things slowly kind of go away. Will it go away forever? Maybe, maybe not. Am I not drinking? No. Am I going to drink on the cruise? Yep. Am I probably going to feel like crap one day on the cruise? Yep. But whatever, right? I just think that if there was somebody who was watching this today and they were just like on the fence about wanting to become a member in TEC, and these maybe were some things that resonated with them in some form or fashion, maybe not the same examples. I think they just have to realize, like, yes, you need to be honest with yourself and there will be sacrifice. But either way, there's going to be sacrifice. You can either sacrifice your health and your happiness, or you can sacrifice your time and create an even greater life. If you can just understand that it's okay to not feel ready, but if you know deep down in your heart and your soul that you need to do something, you just need to follow that gut instinct because it's right, and let the rest just fall into place. And I think that's one of the things that I learned so much from starting the program is that if some people are like me, they've done a million different programs over the last X amount of years, and it's like, here's your macros, here's your whatever, go eat, and don't eat that because that's bad. And so it's kind of like, here you go, and then you just jump in and you're underwater completely before you ever started. Whereas with us, it's like the first week you just track what you were normally eating. You know what I mean? Like, it's gradual. It's not like, here you go, it's the holy grail, give up your life. We've probably all had such a sense of failure over and over and over again with all the different programs, and maybe you lose 10 and then you gain 20, and then it's a yo-yoing. So to me, this program was so different because we knew we were here for weight loss, but we were told, we know you're here for weight loss and it's coming, but before you lose the weight, we're going to fix your head. And so you have to just trust it for a minute, but you quickly realize it's okay to trust it and why you're trusting it. And that was the hugest, I don't know if that's a word, but that was the biggest difference to me in anything I'd ever done, is that it was like, hi, I'm here for weight loss. Okay, well, let's talk about your mental aspect. And now I would not be where I am right now if we had not fixed my mental space.